Chapter 10, The Heart of a King. Across the water and onto the rails, the royal retinue makes for Gralia, the imperial capital. Their objective? Reclaiming the crystal, that they might reclaim their homeland. However, the ring's weight proves too much for Noctis to bear.
So, we're gonna roll through Tenebrae.
Not before visiting the royal tomb at Cartanico.
You're sure you're up to that?
The wounds have mended. Eyesight's a matter of time.
What the hell is wrong with you?
What?
We're not stopping in Tenebrae. You need to grow up and get over it.
I am over it. I'm here, aren't I?
Maybe when you're not too busy moping, you can look around and give a shit about someone worse off than you.
Let go of me.
How's that ring fit you? You rather carry it around than wear it? She gave her life so you could do your duty, not so you could sit around feeling sorry for yourself.
You don't think I know that?
You don't! Ignis took one for you too. And for what?
Enough, Gladio.
You think you're a king, but you're a coward.
Shut up! Don't do this! I get it, all right? I get it!
Then get a grip. Pull your head out of your ass already.
Knocked!
Leave him.
I'm not sure what's going on with Gladiolus at this point. So that's happened twice now. The entire game, he's all like happy-go-lucky, like, I'm kind of better than all you guys. Look, I'm kind of tough, but also I'm friendly or whatever. Let's all rib each other and stuff. And then during the Titan fight, he's all like, Noctis, you have a problem, and it's gonna be a problem for everyone. And he's like weirdly intense all of a sudden. I bet like there's some sort of long-going grudge that he's got or something. And then it never comes up again. And then then he went right back into the mode just now, but there's no setup for it, and he doesn't ever act like that anywhere else, so it's not consistent. So like he's got like this weird vague grudge with Noctis that keeps coming up, but it's not developed at all. And it just comes, so like I think the game wants him to be some sort of voice of reason to snap Noctis out of it, or to like make him man up to something or whatever, but it makes him just seem like an asshole, because it's like, oh, your fucking wife was murdered? Fucking grow a pair. That's what Gladiolus sounds like. He sounds like a shitty person. and I don't think that that's the intention. I think the game just, like, it feels like huge chunks of story are cut out that Gladiolus is supposed to have development in that makes his interactions informed in some way. But instead he just seems like a prick.
Do the glasses help at all?
Those men in black are spooking me out.
Don't talk about others.
Literally never talk about others forever. Silence your stupid little mouth and never talk. The end. Now be a good boy and shut up. Where are we, by the way? Whoa, another new map. So are we never going back to Alticia? Huh. We came and went from that place, like, instantly. I wonder if we ever go back, because that was like a whole map that we had there. Oh. So I was going the opposite way from where my my pointer was facing, so we're going slowly across this entire rail. Got a lot of ground to cover. Alright, well. We're gonna go screw up those nifs. The passing of the Oracle. The Oracle, Lady Lunafreya of Tenebrae, lost her life when her summoning of the Hydraean went terribly awry. Lady Lunafreya was swept under the Altician waves alongside her fiancé, Crown Prince Noctis of Lucis. Despite falling unconscious for several days, the prince made a miraculous recovery and is currently being treated. Okay, so they didn't pretend I'm dead again. I thought they were going to do that exact path again of like, Noctis is dead, oh no! Which you ironically, of course, read as Noctis, which makes it funny. What was that? Oh. The Tree of Castino? Scientists have yet to provide a sound explanation as to why the resource-rich Fodena Castino has been overrun by an enormous tree. Some experts insist, however, that this floral phenomenon may have been a paranormal prelude to the awakening and annihilation of the gods. Oop, I turned around. Whoops.
How much longer?
Not long, dear.
I'm ashamed of you. You couldn't single-handedly take down a god and reclaim your entire kingdom with a posse of 3 characters on your side and no other assistance when your wife gets murdered? God, what's wrong with you, you stupid kid? What are you, like some sort of human that only has some superpowers instead of being an almighty, super-present, omniscient, and omnipresent being?
I wasn't looking at anyone.
Shit. Yeah, Gladiolus seems like a prick. They're not making him. His stance doesn't seem defensible so far, and it's so underdeveloped. I don't know what the fuck his point is. Oh yeah, partying. Oh look at that! Everyone perfectly clears out of the way. That's spooky. That's really spooky.
High Commander Flore has been deemed accountable for Alticia's tragedy and sentenced to execution. Lord Ravis Nox Flore was promoted to the Imperial Army's top post amid the turmoil of the failed peace talks. The High Commander's primary responsibility was restoring stability to Lucis, yet his campaign against the Hydrian ended in disaster, incurring monumental losses for the Empire and collateral damage to the area.
Cool, so I've just caused great mayhem that's gotten countless people killed, and now the person that tried to take down the thing that I failed to take down is now going to get executed. So, even though the enemy is, sure it's the bad guys, quote-unquote, but what am I doing? What am I accomplishing?
In the wake of the Tide Mother's wrath, the government of Accordo has declared a state of national emergency.
On behalf of the nation, I would like to express our relief that King Noctis has survived. The towering waves that swept over Alticia left great destruction in their wake. It will take time to rebuild our lives. That said, the damage done to our fair capital would have been far more severe were it not for the aid of the King and the Oracle.
First Secretary Claustra also pledged the government would continue its search for Lady Lunafreya, whose current whereabouts remain unknown.
So how does, how has she not suffered a coup? It's been like 3 weeks, right? Like, surely her people would overthrow her for her totally inept leadership at this point. Because if I was an average citizen, I wouldn't be buying some crazy concept of like, oh, what would have happened otherwise would have been way worse. It's like, no, my entire city was destroyed by a god because they willingly summoned it on purpose. How does that work? How do you submit to a person like that? How does, like, in any other game or movie or anything, the people would have overthrown the leader for doing that kind of ridiculous move. But instead she's like, oh, I'm so happy Noctis is alive. It's like, you're happy the person who did this is alive? Saying that on the air is just encouraging everybody to overthrow you all the more. That's even worse for your chances of not getting overthrown by your people.
High Commander Flore has been deemed accountable for Alticia's tragedy and sentenced to execution. Lord Ravis Nox Flore.
This game has become a nightmare. Oh, there we go. This keeps feeling weird. They give me like these big full screen chimes of celebration of like, look at the amazing accomplishment you've done, but I'm still not playing. It's just cutscenes and not doing anything for long periods of time. It's like more experience, more rewards, more quests complete. I'm like, what? No. What? My wife's dead. But this cherry gentleman's selling great swords, so let's browse.
Mine. You best go prepared.
Hey, they just straight up sell the Thunderbolt. That's not bad.
Come back again.
Ah, that's a creepy-ass voice.
Welcome, boys. We don't have much, but you're welcome to browse at your leisure.
Oh yeah. I don't really need more consumables because despite doing the biggest, baddest, craziest thing in the entire game so far, I didn't use a single consumable because it wasn't really a real fight. Alright. Well, there's a site.
There's an elevator that should take us straight down to the mine. Wonder if the tomb's inside.
That almost looks like some kind of Mass
Those two went
Effect
to grab
planet.
a bite in that glorified dining car they call a restaurant.
Glorified dining car, they call it. It's literally a dining car. It's like, it's usually when you say that kind of line, you're like belittling the thing by calling it something less than it is. It literally is a dining car. Like, that's such a weird way to phrase that. Who's over here? Are these just random people? Oh yeah, they looked more important at a distance.
I'll bet you don't know why they closed Castino off to the public.
I'll bet you don't either.
These spelunkers found something fierce down there.
Don't believe everything you hear, buddy.
Well then, let's go fight something fierce. So I got a new... Oh, I didn't. Never mind. I still only have 10 of them. Alright, never mind. Never mind. After what happened earlier with the crazy scene when they showed the tomb and everything, I kind of thought that I had acquired a new, Is this the same train I was just on? Oh, you can stay on the train. 1.1 times. It must not be the train must not be actively used then if you can sleep on it. Yeah, it looks defunct. Huh. Alright. But yeah, when they showed me with all the crazy swords and everything, and they highlighted the tomb, I kind of thought I was getting another royal arm, based on like a story-related one. But I guess not. Still at 10 out of 13. But the fact that we're going down to a mine and there's something fierce, I'm sure we're going through a dungeon, fighting a boss fight, and then getting another royal arm. That's probably a reasonable expectation. So there's the door. What's down here? No, it just keeps going. Leading to a different elevator? Oh, and then that goes back up on the other side of the platform. Oh, what's that? Mithril shaft. So there's just random mithril crafting materials on a subway station, on a train station. Odd. Oh, missed you. It's a rare coin. Someone just threw it here. Alright, well. Stuff has certainly occurred today. Let's go ahead and save. Oh god. There we go. The Chocomog tea. Because the holiday pack launched apparently. Oh goody. Yeah, this'll help him get over the death of his wife. Ooh. It boosts his health recovery rate. This gives him his 600 hit points though. This... God damn, it looks absurd. A first ever new piece of equipment for anyone to wear clothing-wise, because nobody freaking gets clothes to wear in this game, unfortunately. Not unless you want to pay a bunch of money for season passes and things like that. I am not buying that season pass until actual content is outlined for exactly what's going to be in it. Because right now, it's mostly just a bunch of 50-cent things of like a suit and travel gear and other things I don't care about. And I need to know that the content that comes out for it's going to be worth it before I buy it. I don't like buying season passes blindly. Alright, let's find out what's down here. That abrupt appearance of the Choco thing is because, it's days later now.
Set out?
You can leave him behind? Oh god.
I'll manage somehow.
We're all in this together. We're not going to suddenly leave him behind because he takes a wound. Although it's going to make fighting real hard, but maybe he's somehow skilled? Nah, he's probably going to get stomped. It's probably a bad idea. But leaving him behind seems like a bad idea. People are out to kill us. You see how many times that one guy that looks like Redhead Sephiroth managed to find us over and over again? Like, he keeps finding us all the time. I feel like if we leave Ignis behind, he just dies. He wouldn't, because it's this... Final Fantasy games aren't about story. I mean, Final Fantasy games aren't about decisions, really. So what happens pretty much happens, no matter what, probably. But still don't want to leave him behind.
Feeling all... my element.
What?
We're a foreign species in this environment. Mind we don't end up prey.
Right. Good tip.
Ignis walks at a slower pace due to his eye injury. Be sure to not leave him behind. I won't leave you behind. That was really weird how the loading screen just kind of popped back up after it was gone. Fodina Castino. New dungeon. I wonder if he can still fight. At all. Like, even a little bit. Or if he
Footing's
just
bad.
has to wait.
Watch your step.
As best I can.
Go at your own pace. We'll wait.
We're in no hurry. Everything's doomed anyway. Our kingdom's gone. Our fiance's gone. Like... Our only motivation is to just go take out the Empire because... But, we don't have anything to fight for at this point. We just have things to fight because of the loss of, basically. It seems that as long as I don't run, he's just gonna keep up just fine, actually. Oh yeah, he's right here. So I had to look it up because I was worried. Because we left Alticia, and it seems like Alticia is destroyed, so I was like, but what about my 3x multiplier hotel that was back there? Apparently the dog lets you travel to Alticia also.
Ignis.
So you can use the dog to travel... Oop, there's an item over there. I can use the dog to travel back to Disguise, where the main game takes place. The main open world, but I can also supposedly travel back to Alticia if I want to. And so I can still visit locations like that, even though I'm pretty sure the building is canonically destroyed by now. I can't go through that gate, can I? Even though I could easily go under it if I wanted to. And even though there's an item back there, so clearly I'm going to go there at some point. For now, it's blocked and impossible. Here's a bit of atmosphere, though. I like the destroyed bridge thing. Actually, not destroyed? What is this thing? The bridge part's complete. Is it like oh! Like an oil rig or a sap rig, or it's like it looks like it's built around or along the side of a giant tree, which has me wondering what its purpose is. It's all foggy down here. Oh, discarded lantern. Who's leaving garbage around here? What are we at war or something? We are at war. I suddenly started moving way faster and I felt really bad. I'm not trying to leave Ignis behind. This isn't leaving you behind, right? Don't freak out. I'm just grabbing this and coming back. Hey. I don't want to get chastised for leaving him behind at any point.
Is it too much to ask the royal procession sticks together?
Too much to ask you to shut it?
It literally happened the moment I said that. God damn it. I wasn't expecting him just to stand still for a while. Thought I'd be keeping up a little bit. Alright, this... Grr and Gatch. They seem nice. Is Ignis gonna fight, or is he gonna stay back? I don't know what role's that gonna take. Friends! Oh, I'm not leaving him behind, I'm fighting things. Don't chastise me. Game that might be getting ready to chastise me, for all I know. Pain time. Wow, that took care of him immediately. Is Ignis fighting or not? He's kind of fighting. He's like blindly tapping his way towards the enemy and then swinging. Jesus. It kind of seems messed up that that happened off camera. Why don't I get an on... Why is all of... Like, Ignis is one of the characters that the player would care about the most in the entire game.
Hey,
so
we should head back.
Was I in the way?
No, you weren't. It's just...
It bothers me we didn't see his eye injury even happen. Because, like, he's one of the characters that the player would care the most about. And he gets blinded off camera. We don't even know, we have no implication of what particular thing caused it to happen, just that it was a war zone or something. And you can't say that we only see stuff from Noctis' point of view, because we've seen multiple scenes now from other characters' point of view, including a flashback. Not a flashback, like a flash, we skipped around and saw, like, the enemy leadership in a room together, which, by the way, I remember that because I watched at the beginning of somebody else's playthrough a little bit, because I like to remind myself how games start when I'm far enough into them. And yeah, there was like an old man that's like the leader of the Empire, and he's got like a whole like group of leadership, and they're like all characters that have been largely off camera for this entire playthrough, to the point where I was forgetting they even existed. But that establishes that you're allowed to have the camera cut away from Noct and show other things. So of all things, yeah, maybe show me why Gladiolus left the party for a while, and there was no explanation for that. And maybe show how Ignis got blinded. Maybe those are cool scenes to show.
Tomb must be down below.
Whoa, careful, Ignis.
Right.
Like, Ignis getting hurt would make me feel something, whereas the girl that's been largely not in the story, but we just keep saying we're gonna go meet up with, getting hurt, doesn't really make me feel anything, because she wasn't really a character. So her death doesn't have the impact that, like, Ignis's blindness has. And while they're doing a good job here at expressing his blindness in a mechanical way, the fact that that it's just like a sudden reveal, like, oh yeah, something happened to him. Oh, that's all I get?
They parked here?
Huh. Wish we could write him a ticket.
This is a kind of cool location, though.
Nothing but a giant roadblock.
Ironic for a vehicle.
If we get its motor running, perhaps we can move it out of the way.
Surprising, that's a weird amount of feedback from Ignis. You can't see it. How do you know what situation it is? You don't know what type of vehicle we're talking about. Oh, that's the dungeon entrance right there, too. Okay. Ignis, come on up. Can I carry you? Would that be patronizing? So I'm sure we need to take the stairs up here, right? The funny thing is, Ignis is the least behind. He's actually keeping up better than the other party members. There's a button. That's a good sign. Well, that wasn't very much. Nope. That button's not doing anything yet. Alright, we'll go up the stairs then. Oh, they're back? That's annoying. I guess we gotta fight him again. Friends! Ow! Ow! No. Bad. Okay. Nope. No, 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 no. Nope. Getting drowned. This is a bad time for me. Auto crit. Go! Nope, took a hit again.
All in bullet time, baby.
Weird, his dialogue suddenly changed. He's no longer saying, "Hey there, opening." He's like, "All in bullet time, baby." Which I'm all for variety of voice acting, but he said it twice in a row now. I wonder if they patched in an alternate voice line. Hopefully it didn't just replace the other one.
All in bullet time, baby.
Alright, that's 3 times in a row. That doesn't bode well. That might be all he says now. They took away the whistle. Did I replace... I didn't replace the action, did I? That's the same skill it's always been, right? I think. Let's double check. Let's just double check. Maybe I forgot. No, it's Piercer. Same skill as always. Oh. So instead of the nice whistle chime he does, he's just like, all in bullet time, baby.
Is it operational?
We'll see.
Nope. Missed. Uh-oh. We're starting Fern Gully.
Hey, what are you stopping for?
I'm not.
Let's see here. In case of power failure, use backup generators. There's a key in the shed.
We're about to have our big-lipped alligator moment. Attention all personnel, in case of power failure, use backup generators. Generator key is located outside the cliff-top storage shed. The cliff-top storage shed. Like, up the slope? But that looks like it's down. I guess I'll follow the waypoint.
Hold your chocobos, Highness.
My favorite part about you is how you're just a prick all the time. Oh, wait. Yeah, Gladiolus is an intensely unlikable character at this point. Every time he opens his mouth, he's just always awful. All the time. To the point where I want to replace him with anybody else. Oh. Okay. New waypoint. I was like, that's not a shed. That's a pool. Where are you going, Gladdy? You having trouble pathing? You seem to be having a lot of trouble pathing, actually. Yeah, consistently the blindest character's having the least trouble following me. Huh. This is like the least safe place to walk out of anywhere within the game, practically. I should be able to grab his hand. Lead him around a bit. Oh, that's a bad one. Hey there. What? How did I miss? Oh, the little goblins. It was a little goblin. Now it's a little dead. I can almost one-shot them from sufficient warp distance. Probably could with a little bit more distance, actually. Gotcha.
Glad that's over.
I only wish I could do more.
You staying alive is enough.
Everything's fine, Ignis. We're getting along just fine. Our entire relationship amongst all of our friends isn't falling apart at all. And nobody has died recently, and we definitely didn't wipe out an entire city. That was on our team. Keep on up, guys. So this is also not a shed, so yeah. Yep, there goes the warp. You keep... Oh, you guys aren't even trying now. They just stopped altogether. Ignis, where are you going? No? Okay, he's making it, kind of. I look back and they're all standing still. I'm like, oh, I wonder if they've caught up with me yet. Nope. I'll take it. This must be a rest stop. Maybe we should rest, given what's going on. Guys? You guys get lost? Guys. Guys, help Ignis, he's blind. Prompto? Are you blind also? Prompto, where are you going? Okay. Whew. It's not until you get anchored to the movement of your allies that you suddenly realize how well their pathing works in general. Hey, buddy. Nope. Nope. Guess they're already on me. I feel like I should be able to... Since I'm the king, I feel like I should be able to give orders here. I should be able to be like, hey, you two keep a very close eye on Ignis. Move together as a group.
What did you expect?
And then I'll clear out all the bad things. 'Cause I can. I can and will. 53 AP, I should probably be spending that. Ah, did I have something in mind? I have to remember. Well, we're definitely going to jam all of our current currency into a nice and powerful spell. It's kind of reckless always doing unicast all the time, because it's like, what kind of elements are going to be? I don't know, but I think it kind of makes up for it that the resulting power is just so high. Experience bonus level 6. Holy crap. Debased banknote. Let's try that. I've never done that one before. We'll see how big the experience bonus turns out to be. There we go. I'm not too fussed about wasting my resources because they just shower you in them. Oh, this is a rest spot. Can Ignis cook when he's blind? I'm kind of curious. At this point, I'm almost ready to just start running up to the edge of the how far I can go over and over again, and triggering the chastisement, just to see. That actually might be moving faster if I went that way. Here, if we rest, it might become daylight. I'm not sure. I feel like it was daylight already. But if nothing else, we'll get some AP. And maybe a stat boost before we go into our dungeon.